Hi, my name is Daniel Branum. I teach advertising and design, which is a career tech class here at Minor High School. I wanted to take a minute to introduce myself and kind of show you some of the stuff that we do here. The first thing I wanted to do, I just wanted to kind of introduce myself, tell you a little bit about my background and my history. I've been here at Minor High School for the past 8 years. I started the advertising design program here, and I really love all the stuff that we have with career tech because um, I'm a product of career tech. I started doing graphic design. I took it at Gardendale High School, and that's where I got my start. When I was originally, and the funny thing is, I started taking the class, and I really didn't know what the class was, and so the reality is I almost dropped the class because I was kind of confused. We're making designs, we're doing T-shirts. I just wanted to take it because it was a computer class, and I just liked computers, and that's what I wanted to do. So I ended up taking that for 3 or 4 semesters, and now 20 years later, I'm teaching it. I graduated from Auburn University. I actually don't have a degree in graphic design. My degree is in business. So I have a degree in entrepreneurship and family business from Auburn University. I had my own business for a little while. We closed that down, and I went to go work at a print shop in Birmingham. And then, so I was the shop manager. I was the production manager over screen printing there. And then I went to another shop where I was the production manager. So I was over all of the different, ordering things, designing things, selling things, pretty much everything that you would need to do in a print shop. I was in charge of, and then ended up coming here in 2013 in Minor High School. So I wanted to show a little bit about what our Schoology page looks like and what students will be doing in our class and the kind of programs that we've been using. So first off, if you go to courses, you'll have a list of all your classes. So I'll just use first period as an example. I try to have our WebEx link up at the top, so if you click that button, it should take you straight into the WebEx meeting as long as you are at the right time. That should take you directly into that, okay? And then I also have a folder up at the top that's just labeled the important stuff where I upload different links and videos that we might be using that I want to have as a continuous resource, not just something we're working on for that week, but something that I want students to be able to access long term. And then we have different things for the different weeks. So on week 1, we only had 4 days that day, and so each day had an assignment or had an instruction. And I tried to go back and repost the WebEx meeting from that day. I don't always do it. It kind of depends on how it processes, but I've tried to make it where even if a student misses a day, especially here in the beginning, they can go back and watch those videos there. So I wanted to show you some of the products that we've been working on in class and some of the products that we will be using as we go through this class. One of the issues that we've had is that the Adobe products will not work on Chromebooks. And so although the Chromebooks are a great way for us to be able to get technology in the hands of students for them to be able to do their classes and be able to do the WebEx and be able to receive that instruction, it does not really work well for this class because we need to have computers that can handle the Adobe programs. But our solution to that has been to do web-based design software that can use that a Chromebook can use. All right, and so we're still teaching design standards, we're still teaching concepts, we're still creating products. It's just a little bit different because we're not able to have access to those Adobe products. And one of the programs that we've been using is Canva, canva.com. And your students should be able to show you some of the stuff that they have been working on Canva. We've been doing this for about 3 weeks, so this is something that they should have some product that they should be able to show you. But I'm going to go show you just a couple of things that we've been working on. Like, for example, this is one that we just did with the how to make a intro video. So we're doing video, and the way it works is it's got different tiles that you can do to have different transitions. And so as you play this, it has these different animations that you can do, and you can change out the text and change out the format to be able to create that design. And you can add music to it, and you can do a lot of different things, right? We also have been doing, so this is one that we did that was to make a virtual background for your WebEx meetings. Okay, so and in this right here, we're still talking about how to create something that's the right format, how to create something that's the right size, measuring your dimensions, thinking about, okay, if we did this design, there's going to be a person that's here in the middle of this design, so I need to take that in consideration when I'm doing that design. Another program that we're looking at using is a website called Gravit. This website is very similar to it's got a lot of the same tools and resources that you would see in Illustrator. And I'm going to show you Illustrator in just a second. This has got the ability to, you can draw things, you can use the type tool to type things out. Okay, the difference between this and what we had with the Canva is that this has a lot less of it kind of already done for you. So this is kind of stepping into something different where you have to create something that is not, you have to start from scratch and you have to create something that's a little bit different. So, but this is a program, I haven't done a whole lot of experimenting with this program yet, but I know that a lot of the skills and techniques that we use in Illustrator are going to translate to this. So I'm able to do things in this program because I've been doing Illustrator for a while. So what I'm hoping is with students getting an understanding of this program, and we can use this while we're on Chromebooks, then that'll open us up when we come back into the classroom and they're getting on Illustrator. They already have a foundational understanding of vector images and changing the size and typing things out and rotating things and reflecting things and all the different techniques and strategies that we do. Hopefully they'll be able to learn by using programs like this. So I wanted to also show you a little bit of the actual program that we would normally be using, which is Adobe Illustrator. So if you're in a first year class, you would normally be working in Illustrator. And even my advanced students often come back to Illustrator to complete some of those assignments and things that they need to do. You can see that there's a lot of options here, like for example the type tool. So the type tool, just like it was over there, I can use that here. There's just a lot more flexibility, a lot more options in this, but I really think the way we're setting it up, they're going to be able to transition back into this program and pick up on it. Okay, this is the program that they can use to get a credential, so you can get a credential in Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, and Premiere Pro. But the one that I'm getting the most credentials on is Illustrator. So there's a lot of different choices and options and lots of different buttons that do a lot of different things all in this program. But ultimately you can zoom in, you can select things, you can change the color of things, and you get a lot of that flexibility to be able to make the design and make the product that you want. But this is the program that they would normally be in, and I really do think that they'll be getting into it when they start back to class. Hopefully we'll be able to work that out. And when things get back to normal a little bit, and the way we've set the class up, it'll hopefully help with that transition. So you can see there's a lot of different things that we're doing to try to fix problems that we have. If computers aren't working, then we're going to do something different. We're going to find different programs, but still be able to teach those standards that we're trying to accomplish in the class. And then really trying to focus on making it where when students come back into the physical classroom, in my classroom, that they haven't missed a whole lot and they're able to kind of pick up and understand and make that transition. Hopefully looking at getting credentials, being able to look into if they're interested in graphic design as a career. This is a great place for them to be, and I'm really excited to be at Minor High School, and I'm glad that you're students in my class.